Hi everyone, Sumit Chandra this side, and I welcome you to our channel Solution Bridge Network and one-stop solution for all your Power Platform tutorials. In today's video, we are diving into TMDL in Power BI, a powerful new feature that makes working with Power BI models easier and more transparent. By the end of this video, you will understand what is TMDL, why it matters, and how you can use it efficiently in Power BI. TMDL stands for Tabular Model Definition Language. TMDL is a new feature in Power BI Desktop that allows users to script, modify, and apply changes to the semantic model using code. With TMDL, developers can leverage a rich code editor to enhance development efficiency, gain greater control and transparency over model metadata, and improve reusability by easily sharing and reusing scripts across different projects. It is a powerful alternative to the graphical model view, offering a more code-centric approach to semantic modeling. It will enhance development efficiency, increase reusability, and greater control without relying on any third-party tools. First, let me show you how to use it in Power BI Desktop. As I told you, this is a new features released by Microsoft in the month of January 2025, and as of now this is a preview features. Before using it, we need to enable the same. We need to click on File, Options and Settings, Options. Here we need to click on Preview Features. In Preview Features, you need to enable this option, TMDL View. Then we need to click on OK, and you need to restart your Power BI desktop to get this TMDL inside Power BI desktop. As this is a preview features, so definitely in near future we'll get more updates in TMDL from Microsoft side. Let me show you some use cases of TMDL and how it will help us to managing our semantic model. You can see once we enable the option, we'll get the TMDL view inside Power BI desktop. We need to click on TMDL view first. So now I have landed in a script page, and here we have some scripts. Let me add a new script. So this is a blank script page, and here we do the changes whatever we want. From TMDL, we can manage all the components of our semantic model from a single place. First, let me show you one very small use cases. So you can see in my model, I have some measures. So let me drag a measures inside this script. So if you drag anything inside here, you will get the TMDL script here. This is very user friendly. So you can see this is my measure name and this is the DAX I'm using on that particular measure. Here we have this format string for our measure. So this is now on whole number. Display folder. So these measures are inside test folder within our measure table. This is our measure table. Inside measure table we have this. And this is a lineage tag. So against each component, Power BI creates some lineage tag automatically. So here I show you how to see any measure in TMDL view. Let me add another screen. So I select two measures. Let me select another one, and now if I drag these, so you can see all the measures here at once. And if you want, you can update these measures at once. So we need to apply the changes and we need to click on this apply button. Once we click here, everything will be updated in our semantic model. Let me add another script, and here if we wanted to see a particular table, so you can drag that particular table inside this script. So here we can see this table. Our table name is financials, and These are our columns. So we have a segment column, we have country column, the data type is string. So from here, you can see all the columns and the data type and the other properties of that particular column. Also, at last, you will find the M language as well. Not only this, if you want, you can see your entire semantic model at once in TMDL scripts. So here I drag my semantic model, and here you can see this is my model, this is the culture and other information. So here you can see all the components of your semantic model, and if needed you can modify or updated many components at once, and once you click on apply, all the changes will be applied inside your semantic model. So let me show you how we can modify multiple measures. So before that, let me move to report view. In report view, you can see we have net profit, net sales, and units sold. And all the numbers are coming as a whole number. So if I select net profit and I come here and select the measure, you can see here this is whole number. So if I want two decimal portion, from here I need to select it and I need to add two decimal portion, and I need to repeat the same for other measures as well. So instead of repeating the same action multiple times, we can do it at once very quickly. So let me show you how. I need to go to TMDL view. Let me add another script. I click on table, and here I drag my measure table. So from my measure, we can see this is my format string, right? So in format string, I need to apply this formatting. So from here, you can add the decimal portion. So let me put dot double zero in net sales. Let me select net profit measure and do the same, and also I'll incorporate the same in units sold. Now once done, you can hit on apply button. So once you click on applied, it will show you that changes has been applied in this model, or if you have any error, it will show the same as well. So now let me move to the report view. Here you can see it has applied two decimal portion everywhere we have used this measure. So this is very quick, very easy, and there is no lag. Let me come to TMDL view again. Here, if we wanted to add any new measures, so you can write it. So let me write a new measure. So here, intelligence will support you. Measures, your measure name. So for example, I wanted to calculate COGS equal sum table name. So we can copy the table name, or we can type it as well, and column name, and we need to close it. If you need to define any formatting string, you can define it from here. So let me copy it, and we need to manage the alignment properly. So I defined the format string, and if we wanted to keep it inside a particular folder, that also we can type here. You can see display spelling is wrong, so it's showing in red. Now, if we click on apply button, you can see changes applied in this model, and here we'll get this measure. You can see these three measures are now in test folder. For example, we wanted to move these three measures from test folder to general folder. So from here, you can type the folder name one by one, or you can select everything and do this at once as well. Let me select the last one, and once you do it, you need to click on apply button. Once you click on applied, you can see all the measures has moved into general folder. From command palette, you can see all the shortcuts that we can use inside TMDL view. Now let me show you some other use cases. So for example, we have this standard calendar table, and we wanted to use the similar calendar table inside our organization. So instead of recreating it multiple times, we can simply copy this script we need to go to another model. So here you can see we don't have any calendar table here. You can click on TMDL view and here you simply paste the script for that calendar table and let's hit on apply button. Once we click on apply button, you can see here we are getting some error. So here we need to refresh the data. So let me click on refresh now. If I come to table view, you can see our calendar table is created and here we have all the components of our calendar table. So within 30 seconds, we are able to create the calendar table that we are using for our organization and it's very quick and very easy. Similarly, if we want, we can copy some other components as well. So let me create a new script. So for example, we have some script for measure table. Just copy this. I come here and again I paste it. And let me click on apply button. So once you hit on apply button and refresh it, you will get the measure table. And we have two basic measures for our model. And here you can see the column is hidden. So whatever setting we have on our other model, that will automatically applied in your new model as well. Not only this, if you want, you can copy the script for calculation groups as well. Let me copy the script for our calculation group and paste it. And simply here you can hit on apply button. And once you click on apply button, so see here we are getting an error. And here it's showing why this is not applied. So you all know to create a calculation group, we need to discourage implicit measures. To do the same, let me click on model view, click on calculation group. Once you click on calculation group, you need to click on yes in this dialog box. Now, if I come to TMDL view and hit on apply, now we just need to refresh it. So once we refresh it, we'll get our time intelligence calculation here. So here you can see we have time intelligence and inside time intelligence we have YTD, QTD, MTD and current. So by using copy the script, we can very easily incorporate it everything whatever we want here. If you have some hierarchy inside your report and you want to copy this hierarchy or you need to create new hierarchy, you can simply use the script as well to recreate new hierarchy with this one, or you can create it from scratch as well. Let me move to the another model and let me select a new script. Here I drag my fact table. I can show you the Power Query M code. So this is our M code. All the transformation steps are applied here. So for example, here we wanted to add some columns. So without opening Power Query editor, we can incorporate those changes from here itself. So these are the Power Query steps that has been applied inside this table. So here, if we want to modify something or wanted to do any new transformation, we can easily incorporate those inside TMDL view. So for example, we need to create a new column based on our unit sold column. So if unit sold is less than 500, maybe we wanted to assign it as a small order. If the volume is in between 500 to 1000, we'll assign as medium order. And if it is more than 1000, we will call it large order. So we can add a conditional column here and we wanted to incorporate this step inside Power Query. So without opening Power Query, we can easily incorporate the same. For now, let me copy this code. So I already have the code with me. So let me copy it and here I need to put a comma. So if you know the basics of M query language, you can easily incorporate those and we need to manage the alignment. So here I simply paste it and I need to change this step. So I need to call this step at last. So I copy this and here let me remove this and paste the step. Then let me click on apply. So you can see the changes has been applied, and let me refresh it at once. So I refresh the data. Now let me go to table. Let me select financial tables, and in financial tables you can see we have this order size, and here we have large order, medium order and small order based on our logic. Let me come here. Not only this, if you want, you can change the mode as well. So this is on import mode now. So many times we need to check the performance on direct query mode as well, that how it's working in direct query and import mode. So from here you can change the storage mode from direct query to import or direct leg as per your requirement. So TMDL view help us to incorporate any kind of changes from a single place without lagging very quickly, and we can share the components very easily from one developer to another developer, and we can reuse the similar kind of content inside every semantic model. TMDL is a game changer for Power BI developers, making it easier to edit, version control, and automate dataset management. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried TMDL in Power BI yet? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for the new video alerts.